Hello, welcome back. Pretty much everybody is interested in Alibaba these days, and I have made quite a few videos about it. In one of these videos, I actually talked about Alibaba's discounted cash flow model, and I made one over here and projected values into the future based on the free cash flow that Alibaba is making historically, and projected how much I'm willing to buy the stock today. And I can do it live for you. We can use a discount rate of 15% here and uh, use a free cash flow growth that is similar to this but more conservative, of course. So let's use 13%. I think that's fair for the next 10 years for Alibaba, and a perpetual growth rate for the terminal value of the model, and that's after 10 years. We want to be very, very conservative here, so we're gonna go 1%. And we're finding with these values over here that the price per share to pay today is 162. So now I'm gonna do something different. Let's say that we're buying the stock today, and the price today, currently, Alibaba's price, is about $113 today as I'm making this video. And so what I'm going to do is switch the discount rate here and make it larger, make it bigger. So make it 20% in order to approach this price per share to pay today. And so not 20%, let's do it 19.5 over here. And now we're sitting where we want to sit. It actually writes 20% here, but if you take a look at the formula, it's actually 19.5. It just does that. It actually makes this a whole number and rounds it up. But it's actually using 19.5 here. And you will see that using 19.5 as our discount rate and the free cash flow growth of 13%, we're getting the price per share today. This is the current Alibaba price. And so if we bought it today, the next question that we want to ask ourselves is how quickly we're gonna have $1,000 per share. And so we're gonna use a similar projection here, and starting from today, having a stock price of $113, and use the compound interest formula here in order to project in how many years the stock price will actually reach $1,000. And again, it's we are making 20%. That's the idea here. We're making 20% on our money. So if we bought 119.5 actually. So if we bought $113.27 worth of stock today, which is one share, how long will it take for this to reach $1,000? Is the question. And so you will see here that 2022, 135. This is the first time you get a 20% increase here. Now that's the second time you get a 20% increase, and again the third time you're getting a 20% increase. And eventually, as years progress, you will notice that in year 13 from the starting place, from our starting place, in year 12 actually we're getting $960, and in year 13 we're getting $1,147. And obviously you can see this starts growing more and more as it gets compounded into the future, because the capital becomes larger, and so new interest applied on it is also larger in absolute values. And so you will see here that if we're really relying on mathematics here and the free cash flow growing normally and linearly every year, it would take us about 12 to 13 years to reach $1,000, which basically means that we're getting a 10x, a multi-bagger here in about 10 years. And so 12 years really. And so again, this doesn't necessarily imply that this will happen, of course, because it could happen later, or it could happen much earlier. I actually wouldn't be surprised if I see Alibaba reaching 1,000, like say here, for instance, in 2028. You don't necessarily know what's going to happen in the future, of course. But again, these are projections based on mathematics, and they are based on actual data and actual financial data from the company. And so this is important to understand, because it can give us a baseline model on projecting future cash flow and discount it to the present value, and see what is the normalcy, what is the normal expected behavior for the company if there's no hype, if there's nothing weird going on or negative news or anything of that sort. So the normal thing, the normal way for the company and the stock price to move forward would be something like this, again based on how much the company is making, and based on a model that increases free cash flow by 13% a year and makes us 20% gains a year. And again, I'm projecting the gains based on the current price per share to pay, just because today is about 113.27. And so if we buy today, we are going to be making 19.5% into the future in order to reach this $1,000 value here. And of course, I could use something like 15% for here for the discount rate, but that's actually a higher price. And currently it's trading lower, and this is why I'm adjusting here to 19.5%. This makes sense because this is the current value. So this is, I'm trying to simulate a scenario for today. That's what I'm doing. And so if I'm getting it today and project 19.5%, what's going to happen in the next 10 to 15 years is the question that we are answering here. All right, so hopefully that kind of gives you an idea on how this works. And generally speaking, you can also use the rule of 72 that I have talked about in previous videos. And that rule tells you that if you get, I can actually show it quickly here, if you get 72 and divide it by the interest we're gaining per year, let's say it's roughly 20% here, we find that the value here is 3.6 after the division. And this value actually means that in 3.6 years, we're going to be doubling our money. And so if we start with this, let's say we started with $100 here, in 3.6 years, we would have $200. And that implies that in 7.2 years, we're going to be having double again, $400. And so in about 14.4 years now, we're going to be having $800. So you see how that grows and how it kind of gives us an idea of about how quickly our value will our money will rise here. Of course, we have 113 here, so it's more. And if we project this, you're going to be finding that we're reaching 1,000 at about 12 to 13 years, as we discussed about earlier. So hopefully that helps you a little bit and kind of gives you an idea on what to expect from Alibaba in terms of its free cash flow. Let me know if this video was useful to you, and I'd love to hear on your comments whether you're actually buying Alibaba or not right now. And please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, because that really helps bring the video to more people and helps me make more for you. And you can also join our Discord channel. You can find a link in the description box below this video. And in the meantime, you can also take a look at this video that I made earlier, and it's about a not very well known company. It's called Maxar Technologies. So take a look at this one, it's very interesting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.